you don't have to be a football fan to appreciate this story, but it sure helps. A memorable moment from Tennessee's 1998 championship season is now inspiring young readers, and it's through a brand new children's book. And I am with the author J.R. Greene here. First of all, this is a very spiffy outfit.
It's exciting. It's exciting. You know, the original is actually at the Graduate Hotel in Knoxville, but I got one now that fits.
Wow. So tell us the story behind this get-up, and then also your brand new children's book.
Yes. Well, 28 years ago, Tennessee was in the national title game, and we had a little negative comment, and I actually went out and bought from a thrift shop a white tuxedo, and then I put magic marker to be able to show we had class. Because I asked my dad, you know, they said a negative comment, how do we show the world that we have class? And he goes, well, you know, James Bond is considered pretty classy, and he's always wearing a tuxedo. And I said, brilliant. So I went to a thrift shop, bought a white tuxedo, began to put magic marker, dyed the hat orange, put the power T, and the next thing you know, I showed up in Tempe, Arizona. An adventure occurred. Next thing you know, I'm on the field of the national title game, and a security guard, the field representative, walked up to me and he said, who are you? What are you doing here? And I said, I'm J.R. Greene. I'm the big orange tux guy. I'm here to show that Tennessee has class. And he looked me up and down and he said, wait, are you here to lead the team on the field? And the answer is yes.
Yeah, you gotta say yes. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So you're seeing some footage from that iconic game here. What an unforgettable moment. Obviously, you haven't forgotten it. Watching this back, are you sort of transported back to that moment?
I am. It's all coming back to me. There, you know, it's got Al Wilson, Peerless Price. The being there was just a magical moment, and I hope this book actually, as people begin to find it, it brings them back to that moment of where were you on that night? Because so many Vol fans remember. If they weren't at the game, they remember what bar or what activity, or maybe at home, wherever they were watching it.
I love it. So, okay, the book is called My Magic Tux, and of course that is such a clever name because the magic marker and the tuxedo, but what are people going to find inside of that children's book?
The biggest part about the book is what I would call self-esteem for children. You know, the story that I went through on that whole event, that amazing adventure before I ended up on the field, it has so much power because there were a lot of, call it, failures on the way. You know, I froze on stage, which is like the most, everyone fears that, of being on stage, and then I actually froze, basically had a panic attack. And long story short, the band began to sing and it pulled me out of that. And then an adventure occurred. But the book is a story to where children, we hope, are able to read it and relate to that. That in life you're going to go through lots of different ups and downs, but continue to pursue your dream and have imagination, and wonderful things can happen.
I know, and this is only just the beginning, too. I mean, you said it's been out for 48 hours now, so what has the response been like?
It's been wonderful. I even have to say, you know, going back to that image right there, and talk about that image you just showed me, less than 24 hours ago, I was with Coach Philip Fulmer, and he had a chance to read through the book, and when he read through it, he had two big words that he was saying: enthusiasm and fun. And I think that's what this book is bringing to a lot of readers and families, and we look forward to hearing what people think of the book.
Of course, and Vol fans or people who aren't even football fans, they can all appreciate that.
Yes.
If people want to buy it, where can they find it?
You can find it on Amazon, and please leave a review, and then you can also find it on utpress.com through the University of Tennessee, because it is the very first children's picture book in UT history. If you think about that, that's a big deal.
That is a big deal.
1794 we were founded, 232 years, and we now have a picture children's book to expand across all of the literacy in the state, which is wonderful. We can also find it on local bookstores.
I love that. Well, and then also, you are not the only one who is dressed very well in this studio. I think we have another special guest.
We do. We have someone that we found that's going to be very special. This is the Magic Tux mascot.
Tuxie!
This is Tuxie!
Yeah!
And when we were developing the plan to come up with what's fun, promotional, children love mascots, so why not have the book have its own mascot? And in fact, the Smokies invited him to throw the first pitch. He's nervous. He's very nervous, but let's see if he's ready to go with a little practice.
All right, let's see it. All right, we'll make way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to do great. Whenever I threw the first pitch, I threw it straight into the ground. So as long as you do it better than me, you're doing good.
Well, he's a mascot for the book, and he stands for literacy, education, courage, and confidence for children.
I love that. All right. Well, thank you both for coming on and talking to us about the children's book. As he said, you can find it on Amazon. Leave a review. You can also find it through the UT Press. So, Tuxie and JR, thank you, and have a great rest of your day.
So good meeting you.
See ya.